18. Sun's Dawn. 4E 216. Or 5E 15. Error to be determined. Late evening, approaching midnight. The cobblestones beneath my feet grew increasingly uneven as I made my way down the shadowy side street. The sounds of the bustling docks faded behind me, replaced by the muffled whispers and furtive movements of Wayrest's underbelly. The sweet scent of nightshade mingled with the acrid smell of skooma, a telltale sign of the vices that thrived in these darker corners of the city. As I ventured deeper, the architecture changed. Gone were the gleaming white stones and ornate facades. Here, buildings leaned precariously over the narrow alleys, their weathered timber frames creaking in the cool night air. Flickering lanterns cast long shadows, and more than once I caught glimpses of figures ducking out of sight as I passed. A gruff voice cut through the gloom. "Oi! Like lost, Outlander?" I turned to see a burly orc leaning against a doorframe, his tusks glinting in the dim light. His eyes, sharp and assessing, told me he was more than just some common thug. "Not lost," I replied, trying to keep my voice steady. "Just exploring." The orc grunted, a sound somewhere between agreement and disdain. "Exploring, eh? Well, those streets ain't kind to the unprepared. Name's Gorduk. I run the Broken Tusk. If you're looking for information, or something stronger, that's the place to start." As if on cue, a raucous cheer erupted from a nearby building. Above its door hung a crudely planted sign depicting a snapped orcish tusk. "Much obliged," I nodded, and weighed my options. The Broken Tusk seemed as good a place as any to get my bearings in this unfamiliar territory. As I moved toward the tavern, a cloaked figure brushed past me, pressing a scrap of parchment into my hand before disappearing into the shadows. Unfolding it, I squinted in the dim light to read a hastily scrawled message. "The pearl hides thorns. Trust not the crown that gleams too bright. Seek the night hollow if you wish to see beyond the veil." I glanced around, but the messenger was long gone. The underbelly of Wayrest, it seemed, was full of secrets waiting to be unraveled. A soft scuffling sound caught my attention, and I spotted a small furry creature darting between the crates stacked against a nearby wall. For a moment, I thought I saw a pair of bright eyes gleaming in the darkness, but it was gone before I could be sure. As I pushed open the door to the Broken Tusk, the warm glow of the hearth fire spilled into the street. The scent of ale and roasted meat wafted out, a stark contrast to the dank alley behind me. Whatever awaited me inside, I knew my journey through the shadows of Wayrest was only beginning. The bells of a distant temple tolled midnight as I stepped into the tavern, leaving the mysteries of the alley behind me. For now.